Do you know how to convert a Roman numeral to the normal number system that we use today? Did you know there's a special rule in Roman numerals that actually goes against how we naturally think about numbers? Welcome to Leetcode Simplified. Today we're walking through the Roman to integer problem. We will explore a clean and clever way to convert it into an integer using a simple idea that handles all cases correctly with just one pass through the string. Let's get right into it. So you are given a string that represents a Roman numeral. Your task is to convert it into its integer form. So here's the idea that get the job done in the optimal way. We go to the Roman numeral from right to left, and for each character we compare its value with the previous one, and if it's larger, add. If it's smaller, subtract. Let's walk through these following examples step by step. So we're going to scan through every single character from right to left. We compare its value to the previous one. If it's larger, we add. If it's less, we subtract. Given this string, we're going to scan from right to left. The first one is value 1. Its previous, which we assume is 0, so we add 1. Go to the next one. Also 1 if it's equal, so this value is the same as this value, so we also add. Now go to the last character, it's also value is 1, so what do we do with this? Because it's the same value as the previous one, so we also add. So the total 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. These values start with I. It's 1 is greater than its previous. We initialize the previous one is 0, so 1 is greater, so we plus 1. Next one is also another 1, so 1 is the same thing as 1, so we add. The third one is 1 the same thing as 1, so we also add it to the total. Now V is value is 5. 5 is greater than 1, add. And L, its value is 50. 50 is greater than its previous 5, then we also add. So the total is 58. How about this one? We start with V is 5. So 5 is greater than 0, initial previous value, so 5 greater than 0, we add. Now I is 1. What do we do with this value? 1 is less than its previous value, so 1 less than 5, then we subtract it. Then we go to C. C is 100. Since 100 greater than previous value is 1, so then we add. Move to the next one. X. X is 10. 10 is smaller than its previous value, which is 100. Then we subtract. And go to M is 1000. 1000 greater than its previous value 10, and we add. Now C is 100. Since 100 is less than its previous value 1000, and we subtract it. And then the last one is M, and M is greater than 100, so we add to the overall value. So 1000 to overall, the total is 1994. We just did convert this string to its integer values. Okay, so it's given this, so we're going to copy the symbol and its values. We're going to create a dictionary using the given information. So we call it dictionary is Roman equal, and then I'm going to paste in and I'm going to make it dictionary. All right, so that is our dictionary. I'm to initialize the total variable. Now we initialize it with 0, and at the end we're going to compute that number and return that. So right now it's 0 for now. Go from right to left. So for each character from right to left, so we want to go from right to left, so we need to convert that into the reverse. It's reverse. So for each character from right to left, we retrieve the value of that character. The Romans, we look up the dictionary that we just created, and we save it in cur. So two things are going to happen. If cur is greater than the previous values, so the previous value right now, when we traverse, we're going to save it into a variable called pre, and we initialize it with the value 0. Okay, so now if the current value is greater than equal the previous value, so what did we do before? We just add. So we just add to the overall total. L is smaller. Now this is the crucial step that goes against our instant processing in the mind. So because of that, we subtract from the overall total. Okay, we subtract the current values. Update the previous values with the current values before we move on. So when we move to the next one, the current values right now is saved at the previous one. So when we move to the next one, that the previous one will be the one that we just visit. To Leetcode. Boom. Alright, accepted. This approach works in the time on and is very efficient for any valid Roman numeral input. That's it for Roman to integer problem. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Leetcode Simplified for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep practicing.